Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Today's topic is about a word that I think most of you would describe yourself as embodying in one way or another, and that is resilience. I think if I was looking at all the qualities of the women in our community, I would say that resilience and courage and strength are some of the things that we all share. We've been through a lot in our 60 years. Now, if you're 65, 70 years old, you can look back, and we tend, just as human nature, to look back on the dark sides, on the negative things, the decisions we didn't make, or the ones that we felt were the wrong decisions, or just how things changed and evolved from one state of being super happy and positive into something that was a little bit more sad, or we focus on the losses. It's kind of the way that our brain works in general, but I know you all understand this. Now, Christine Field is one of our bloggers. She's been writing with us for several years now, and she's written some amazing articles on adult child estrangement. She's got a great website, and all the details will be underneath the video. But she wrote this article on the art of resilience and how to learn from the lessons of the ups and downs in our lives, and how, when you think about it, change is really the only constant. It is the only thing that we look back on and say, yeah, things changed. They absolutely did. And, she talks about how you can take every single, many different aspects of your life and see how they evolved, how they changed. So, the beauty of love, how we love someone, or we loved, the situation we were in, or just that amazing, kind of effusive joy and bliss, how that changes and how it can change into the opposite of love, into disdain or contempt, or just being totally opposed to it. It turns into this pain of divorce, a pain of separation. And it started so beautifully. Or the beauty of birth, giving birth to children and having that wondrous experience of being a mother, and everything that involved, that sense of, fulfilling our destiny, what we were meant to be doing on this planet, and have that turn into something that's more, as Christine talks about quite often, painful, and where separation and estrangement, are becoming a part of our world. Started so beautifully. We wanted to be the best mom in the world. We wanted to do the best for our children. And we always tried, as we always say, we tried our best, we did our best, but then sometimes it doesn't work and it evolves into something that's painful. So, watching our children struggle in life is really, really hard. Take a career highlight, where you actually loved the job that you did. You were in the right place. You've done your schooling, your education, you got your degrees, you got your learning, and now you were in the workplace and you found it, and it was beautiful. And then it went from that to being something that you didn't like to do. You couldn't get up in the morning to go in. You didn't want to be there anymore. And, or the career high turns into this search for something else, that we really didn't want to be doing that, or it turned out to be not what we found was our strength, or that we love to do the most, that we had to kind of, in our 60s and 70s, reinvent ourselves. I did that for 30 years, and now I'm going to do this. Think about the energy that you invested in your home. I mean, I'm just going back and like following Christine's, chain of thinking here, where, you think about you bought a house. I mean, I remember we bought a house once. We bought some land. We built the house literally from the ground up, and how fun that was. How we actually made decisions, and this is my ex-husband and I, we made decisions, but the kids were involved. It was all just a huge, joyful experience, to now where circumstances, I live in one room. My children are, in their own homes, their own places. We don't have that house anymore. Someone else is enjoying it. I'm divorced. All those things that we put into investing into that new home, everything was sold, everything was given away. And now we're searching. We're searching for the place that we want to live. We want to be in this last phase of our lives. And it's really, really challenging. But as I'm even mentioning, the good times turned into the bad times, or into the difficult times, or into the times that weren't good. I won't use the word bad, because it isn't that. And that's exactly what we're talking about in this conversation, is that all the things that started off, in one lens, I've now shifted, but that's given us something special. Now, we talk about wisdom, we talk about, having resilience, having, sort of a strength that's unique, because we're older women. And there is some truth to that. I mean, just exactly what I've talked to you about. People now, that maybe on other social channels, I always laugh at the young people that, that are following that path of wanting the joyful work, the beautiful relationship, the fantastic family, knowing that it's very likely that things are going to change just before their eyes as they get older. So it's the gift, in a way, of aging, the gift of seeing it all. The gift of seeing it from the beginning all the way through to the not to the end, but I guess as Christine talks about it, the ability to blur the lines a little bit, to go a little easy on ourselves. That we did have those moments where everything was exactly the way we thought we wanted them to be for our happiness, and that we then let it go. And as we get this gift of blurring lines, we can peer into the very beginning, of where we started, and we can see how we've grown. We can see how, yeah, and I was thinking about this the other day, that, my childhood and things that happened in my childhood, you kind of forget those things as you build your own life. And then suddenly when you get older, you start to see it. You see how all the things that happened to you as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult in school, how it affected you, and how the lines kind of took you forward and guided you into decisions that sometimes didn't last forever. And I think that's the thing about resilience, is that we learn to blur the lines, see the story, see where everything, go deep, go deep into our past, deep into our experiences, and find where everything led to, and be at peace with that. I think that's the secret, is to be at peace. My own story. I really only have two loves in my life, and I really mean that, and I've, since my divorce, I've never actually ever got involved in a relationship. I don't have any desire, because the relationship I was in was just so perfect. And yes, it changed, and yes, he changed, and I guess in a way I changed. But when you've got those memories and you can see the strength of your experiences, you can let go a little bit. It's okay. I'm totally fine with the way that my life is right now, because I've put it all in a place. I've actually blurred the lines and let things, I looked deeply into the motivations and into the situations. Maybe you can do the same. And I think that the thing is, we also sometimes get caught in the in-between, those transition moments where we didn't want to let things go, or we didn't want things to change. And that gave us the most suffering. I think probably like most of you got divorced. I think I literally cried for 3 years. I honestly was a complete, I really was broken. And I think that a lot of you will probably relate to that, because that's how it goes. If it was love and it was really deep, and the same goes with your children. If you genuinely did everything that you could, but you know that you made some missteps, or you did things that were not perfect. Who's perfect? And your children now are having to learn from that, and they're doing their own thing. They're learning from their experience with you. So I guess the point here, and one that Christine makes very, very beautifully, is that life is not like a straight line. It's not like linear. Like, it doesn't go from life to death and that's it. Everything in between is kind of has a pattern, it doesn't. It takes ups and downs. It takes sideways turns. It takes you, actually knowing that it wasn't ever going to be the way you planned it to be. And looking from the beginning to the end allows you to see the shining times, see the things that were beautiful, see the things that were really meaningful to you. And, we all could have stayed in a place that wasn't happy, but we didn't. We were resilient, and we knew that we would survive. We knew that we could move away from it. We could change our circumstances, whether it's a relationship or a job or a house or whatever it was. We knew that we could be strong and resilient and bounce back. That's what resilience actually means. It doesn't mean accepting and curling up in a corner. It means moving forward. It means taking action. And maybe that's the secret here. We all could have been stuck, but we decided to move forward. And the world's not going to be that easy as going forward. There's still a lot of our life ahead of us, and we've got lots of challenges with the economy, with politics, with with our social structures and our friendships, our work, our relationships. And there's still more change to come, because that's all there is. There is change in the world. And I guess I'm a bit of a Pollyanna. Is that the right word? But I just see the good in things always. I really do. Even in the sad times, even in the times that I just don't know why that happened or how that could happen. I just believe in people. I believe that we're going to get better. I believe that things are going to improve. And I'm praying for that in my own way. And I'm really hoping, I'm praying for us. I'm praying to us and through us that we can be strong. And we as older women are little beacons of light here. We can do this. So if you enjoyed this video, this conversation, this is what we do pretty much 4 times a week, 4 videos. And if you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the channel here, tell a friend, keep checking in, and press that little notification bell, because that will tell you when new videos are uploaded. We do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm happy to talk about almost any subject that you're interested in. Just leave me a note in the section below. We have thousands of videos here on YouTube. I think almost 2,200 videos, and on all topics. So please enjoy them and leave your comments. Help each other out. Give some support. Give some comments and loves and likes. And know that I'm here by your side. We're in it together. Okay, everybody. Take care. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Lots and lots of love. Bye for now.